You understand English when you listen, but when you try to speak, your mind goes quiet. The words feel stuck.
You start translating in your head from English to your language, then back to English, and suddenly the moment is gone.
Many learners think this means they're bad at English, but actually, this is a very normal stage.
Your brain is trying to be safe, not slow, and with the right practice, this habit can change.
Today, we'll talk about why this happens and how to start thinking in English, gently, naturally, and without pressure. Welcome to English Box, Easy English with Julia and Tom. This is the channel where you learn real English for real life, step by step, without pressure. I'm Julia, and I'm very happy you're here again today.
And I'm Tom. If you're listening right now, you're already doing something good for your English. This channel is for busy people who want to practice English in a calm and friendly way. Remember, small steps matter.
Yes, exactly. We speak slowly and clearly, so you can listen and practice anywhere, while cooking, cleaning, walking, or relaxing before sleep.
You can listen, and you can also speak along with us to build confidence. And don't worry if you don't understand every word. Each time you listen and practice, your English improves a little. Over time, the progress becomes clear.
You don't need to study for hours. Sometimes just listening or repeating a few sentences is enough to train your brain and mouth.
Exactly. English is like exercise for your brain. A little practice every day works better than heavy practice all at once.
In this episode, we're talking about a very common habit. Many learners say, I always translate English in my head. They understand English clearly, but speaking feels slow and difficult.
Yes, it's like this. You hear English, then your brain changes it into your own language, then you think of an answer, and then you change it back to English. By that time, the conversation is already over.
Exactly. And when this happens, many people think something is wrong with them. But this is not a mistake, and it does not mean you are bad at English. The problem is that translating makes speaking slow. You may know many words and grammar rules, but your mouth cannot move fast enough. This can feel very frustrating, which means you feel upset because you try hard, but the result is not what you want.
The important thing to know is this. Translating in your head is a stage, not a problem. It's part of the learning journey.
That's right. You are not broken, and your English is not failing. Your brain is just using an old habit that helped you before.
Today, we'll talk about why this happens and how to slowly change it, not with stress, not with force, but in a gentle and natural way.
So if you translate in your head, take a deep breath. You're in the right place, and you're learning exactly what you need right now.
Before we start, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. It helps us create more free English lessons for you.
All right, get comfortable, maybe grab a drink or a snack, and let's begin. The common problem.
Julia, many learners tell me that they understand English very well when listening, but when they speak, they feel slow and nervous. What is really happening here?
This is very common, Tom. When people speak, they often translate every sentence in their head first. That means they think in their own language and then change the sentence into English.
And that takes time. While they are translating, the conversation keeps moving. Then they feel pressure and their mind goes blank.
Yes, exactly. They may know the answer, but it comes too late. This creates a kind of bottleneck. A bottleneck means something slows everything down, like traffic stuck in a narrow road.
That's a good way to explain it. Your ideas are ready, but they cannot come out fast enough, so you feel stuck, like your English is frozen.
And when this happens often, speaking starts to feel stressful. Stress makes the brain want to be perfect and avoid mistakes, which actually slows speaking even more.
Some learners think, if I just study more grammar, this will stop. But the problem is not grammar, it's the habit of translating.
That's right. Translating feels safe, but it is not fast. Speaking needs speed and flow, not perfection.
The important thing to remember is this: if you translate in your head, it does not mean you are bad at English.
It means you are at a very normal stage. Almost everyone goes through this stage when learning a new language.
Even very good speakers did this in the past. They just don't do it anymore.
Exactly. So if you feel slow, nervous, or stuck when speaking, don't blame yourself. You are learning.
And with the right kind of practice, this habit can slowly change.
Yes, step by step, your brain can learn to think in meaning, not in translation.
Why this happens.
Julia, now that we know this problem is common, why does the brain do this? Why does it keep using the first language when we try to speak English?
The brain likes safety, Tom. Your first language feels safe because you've used it for many years. When you feel pressure, your brain goes back to what feels familiar.
So translating is like a safety blanket. It feels comfortable, but it doesn't help you move fast.
That's true. Another reason is the difference between passive learning and active speaking. Passive learning means listening and reading, while active speaking means producing words yourself.
Many learners do a lot of listening and watching videos. That helps understanding, but speaking uses a different skill.
Yes, you can understand a language before you can speak it well. Speaking needs practice with your mouth, not just your ears.
And then there's fear. Many learners are afraid of making mistakes, especially in front of other people.
That fear creates pressure. Pressure makes the brain slow down and check every word. The brain wants to be perfect instead of natural.
I like how you say perfect. Perfection sounds nice, but it actually blocks speaking.
That's true. Speaking is about connection, not perfection. Small mistakes are normal and even helpful.
There's also the brain and mouth connection. Sometimes the brain is ready, but the mouth can't follow fast enough.
Yes, the brain and mouth need training together. This is called coordination. Coordination means different parts working smoothly at the same time.
So understanding English trains the brain, but speaking trains the mouth and muscles.
Exactly. When you only listen, your mouth stays quiet. When you speak, even a little, you help your brain and mouth learn to work together.
That explains why people understand a lot but still feel silent in conversations.
Yes, and the good news is this can change with gentle, regular speaking practice.
So it's not about pushing harder, it's about practicing in a smarter, kinder way.
That's right. When the brain feels safe, speaking becomes easier and more natural. Real-life situations where translation fails.
Juliet, let's talk about real life. Where do learners feel this problem the most?
One very common place is ordering coffee. You prepare one sentence in your head like, I want a latte, and you feel ready.
And then the barista asks, for here or to go? And your brain says, wait, what?
Exactly. When there's a follow-up question, translation becomes too slow. You don't have time to translate, think, and then answer.
Small talk is another hard moment. People ask simple questions like, how's your day going? But you didn't prepare for that.
Yes, small talk happens naturally and quickly. You can't stop the conversation to think, so translating makes you freeze.
Work meetings are even harder. People speak fast, change topics quickly, and expect short answers.
In meetings, translation often fails because you need to respond right away. There is pressure, and your brain wants to be correct, not fast.
Phone calls are my favorite example. You can't see the other person's face, and there is no time to think.
Yes, phone calls remove all support. No body language, no extra time, and no chance to prepare sentences.
That's why phone calls feel scary for many learners.
These situations show one thing clearly. Translation works when you study, but it doesn't work in real conversations.
Real conversations need quick meaning, not perfect sentences.
Exactly. And once learners understand this, they stop blaming themselves and start practicing the right skill.
So the problem isn't you, it's the method you're using in real-life situations.
And the good news is, this method can change with the right kind of practice.
What actually helps?
Julia, now let's talk about solutions. If translating doesn't help, what should learners do instead?
The first step is to think in meaning, not in full sentences. Focus on the idea you want to share, not every grammar rule.
So instead of building a long sentence, you can use keywords or short ideas. Your brain understands meaning faster than words.
Exactly. Some people also use images in their mind. When you think of a picture or a situation, English words come more naturally.
That's interesting. It feels more natural than translating from another language.
Another helpful habit is using one-sentence answers. Short answers reduce pressure and help you speak faster.
Like saying, yes, I agree, or I need more time, instead of explaining everything.
Yes, simple sentences are powerful. Speaking is not a test, it's communication.
What about daily practice? Many learners say they don't have enough time.
That's where daily micro-habits help. Micro-habits are very small actions you repeat every day, like speaking one sentence out loud.
1 minute of speaking every day sounds easy, and easy habits are easier to keep.
Exactly. Consistency is more important than length.
And mistakes? Many learners still worry about them.
Accept imperfect English. Mistakes are signs that you are using the language, not failing at it.
So speaking imperfect English is actually progress.
Yes, when you accept imperfection, your English becomes faster, clearer, and more confident. Gentle practice.
Let's continue practicing, but this time with slightly longer ideas. Remember, you don't need to be perfect. Just focus on the meaning and speak out loud.
Yes, and if you want, speak slowly. Slow speaking helps your brain stay calm and connected to your mouth.
First, listen and repeat. I understand the idea, not every word.
Good. Now this one. I can respond simply and clearly.
Notice how these sentences are still simple, but the meaning is stronger. You're training yourself to respond, not translate.
Now, let's imagine a real situation. Someone asks you, "What do you think about this?" You can say, "I think it's a good idea."
Or, if you're not sure, you can say, I need a moment to think.
That sentence is very useful. It buys you time without pressure.
Let's try a slightly higher level response. Repeat after me. I agree in general, but I have one concern.
Great. Concern means something you are a little worried about or unsure of. This is common in work and meetings.
Now try this one. I'm not fully sure, but this is my opinion.
Excellent. You don't need perfect confidence to speak. You just need honesty.
Let's practice a daily life response. Imagine someone asks, "How's everything going?" You can say, "It's been a bit busy lately."
Or this one. Things are moving slowly, but I'm okay with that.
These responses sound natural and thoughtful, even though they are not long.
Exactly. This is meaning-based speaking. You're sharing ideas, not translating sentences.
Try to practice like this every day. 1 or 2 minutes is enough.
Speak out loud, even quietly. Your brain learns from your voice.
And remember, each sentence you say makes the next one easier.
You're doing better than you think. Keep going, gently and consistently. Before we finish today's episode, let's take a moment to think about your English journey so far. You don't need to speak perfectly. You just need to keep going, one small step at a time.
I want to remind you of one important thing. Progress in English is not about being fast. It's about moving forward, little by little.
Yes, that's a great point. Small daily practice creates real change over time. 1 minute every day is often more powerful than one long study session once a week.
Many learners try very hard for a short time, then feel tired and stop. That's why consistency is more important than intensity.
Exactly. You don't need to study for hours to improve. You just need to return to English again and again, even on busy days.
Some days will feel easy, and some days will feel difficult. That's completely normal in any learning journey.
On hard days, showing up is already a win. Even listening quietly or saying one sentence is real progress.
If you ever feel slow, remember how far you've already come. Understanding English without translating every word is already a big step forward.
And speaking will grow from that understanding, slowly and naturally. Trust the process and be patient with yourself.
In our next episode, we'll talk about how to respond faster in English without thinking too much. We'll practice simple, natural answers for real conversations.
Before you go, we have a very small challenge for you today. Please say one simple sentence in English out loud.
Then, if you feel comfortable, write that sentence in the comments. For example, you can write, "I tried not to translate in my head today."
Every time you take action like this, you help your brain remember what you learn. Small actions reinforce your English little by little.
Thank you for spending this time with us today. Even if you spoke quietly or made mistakes, you still did something good for your English.
If this episode helped you feel more confident, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. It helps us create more calm, real-life English practice for you.
You can also share this video with a friend who wants to practice English in a gentle way.
Take a deep breath and give yourself some credit.
Yes, your English brain deserves a small break.
We'll see you in the next episode. Until then, keep listening, keep practicing, and enjoy your English learning journey. Goodbye for now.